अस्सलातु वस्सलाम अलैका या रसूलुल्लाह वस्सलाम अलैका या हबीबल्लाह। प्यारे व्यूअर्स, उम्मीद करता हूँ आप तमाम दोस्त सब खैरियत से होंगे। अल्लाह ताला आप तमाम दोस्तों को सेहत के साथ लंबी ज़िंदगी अता फरमाए। और मेरी आप तमाम दोस्तों से गुजारिश है कि मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें, घंटी और लाइक के बटन को दबा दें, और ताकि हर नई आने वाली वीडियो आप तक पहुँच सके और आप इससे इल्म हासिल कर सकें। प्यारे व्यूअर्स, आज हम पढ़ेंगे प्रोसीडिंग्स इन prosecution of the jurisdiction of the criminal courts in inquiries and trial. Section 177. Ordinary place of inquiry and trial. Every offence shall ordinarily be inquired in and tried by a court within the local limits of whose jurisdiction it was committed. Section 179. Power to order cases to be tried in different sessions division. Notwithstanding anything contained in Section 177, the provincial government may direct that any cases or class of cases in any district sent for trial to a court of sessions may be tried in any sessions division, provided that such direction is not repugnant to any direction previously issued by the High Court under Section 526 of this Code or any other law for the time being in force. Section 179. Accused terrible in district where act is done or where consequences is in Suez. When a person is accused of the commission of any offense by reasons of any which has been done and of any consequences which has ensured, such offense may be inquired into or tried by court within the local limits of whose jurisdiction any such thing has been done or any such consequences has ensured. Illustrations. A. A is wanted within the local limits of jurisdiction of court X and dies within the local limits of jurisdiction of court Z. A जख्मी होता है X कोर्ट X की jurisdiction में और Z की कोर्ट में मर जाता है. The offense of the culpable homicide of A may be inquired into or tried by X or Z. B. A is wanted within the local limits of the jurisdiction of court X and is during 10 days within the local limits of the jurisdiction of court Y, and during 10 days more than within the local limits of the jurisdiction of court Z, unable in the local limits of the jurisdiction of either court Y or court Z to follow his ordinary pursuits, the offense of causing grievous hurt or hurt to A may be inquired into or tried by X, Y or Z. C. A is put in fear of injury within the local limits of the jurisdiction of court Z X and is thereby induced within the local limits of the jurisdiction of court Y to deliver property to the person who put him in fear. The offense of extortion committed on A may be inquired into or tried either by X or Y. D. A is wounded in the state of Junagadh and dies on his wounded in Karachi. The offense of causing A's death may be inquired into and tried in Karachi. Section 181. Being a thug or belonging to a gang of dacoits. Escape from custody. etc. First, the offense of being a thug and committing murder of Ducati with murder of having belonged to a gang of ducats or of having escaped from custody may be inquired into or tried by a court within the local limits of whose jurisdiction the person charged is. Number two, criminal misappropriation and criminal breach of trust. The offense of criminal misappropriation or of criminal breach of trust may be inquired into and tried by a court within the local limits of whose jurisdiction any part of the property which is the subject of the offense was received or retained by the accused person or the offense was committed. Number three, theft. The offense of theft or any offense which includes theft or the possession of stolen property may be inquired into or tried by a court within the limits of whose jurisdiction such offense was committed or the property stolen was possessed by the thief or by any person who received a retain the same knowing or having reason to believe it to be stolen. 4. Kidnapping and abducting. The offense of kidnapping or abducting may be inquired into and tried by a court within the local limits of whose jurisdiction the person kidnapped or abducted was kidnapped or abducted or was conveyed or concealed or detained. Section 182. Place of inquiry of trial where scene of offences uncertain or not in one district only or where offences continuing or consists of several acts. When it is uncertain is which of several local areas an offence was committed or where an offence is committed partly in one local area and partly in another or where an offence is a continuing one and continuous to be committed in more local areas than one or where it consists of several acts done in different local areas. It may be entered into a tried by court having jurisdiction over any of such local areas. आखिर में मैं अपने तमाम दोस्तों का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ जिन्होंने जो मेरे चैनल पर नए दोस्त आए हैं उनसे गुजारिश है कि मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें, घंटी और लाइक के बटन को दबा दें ताकि मेरी हर नई आने वाली वीडियो आप तक पहुँच सके और आप इससे इल्म हासिल कर सकें। बहुत शुक्रिया। अल्लाह हाफिज़।